All right, so today we have 14, 15. So on my notes right here, page 15, says angles of elevation and depression. So I'm going to start with the word depression. Depression, you feel sad or you feel down, right? So for depression, angle of depression would be top down. Angle of depression is going to be top down. From the top of the angle down. So, and the angle of elevation starts from the bottom and goes up. So the opposite of depression, because depression goes down, elevation goes up, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So we're going to go through and actually talk about this. So the horizontal line right here is going to determine top down. And angle of elevation would be bottom up. Okay, two different things, top down, bottom up, but they just so happen to be the same. The horizontal line, both horizontal lines are going to be parallel to each other. And because they're parallel, these two right here are going to be alternate interior angles. So they will be congruent. So I can use that information. So it depends on where I need to draw my triangle at. So it says Karen is watching a hot air balloon at 38 degrees above a horizontal line. Okay? This is an angle of elevation. At the same time, Alex, who's riding in the gondola of the balloon, that's a little basket. No, gondola. Okay, so, of the balloon, Karen sees on the ground at 38 degrees. So it would be 38 degrees down. Angle below the horizontal line, this angle is the angle of depression. What do you notice about the two angles? They are the same. And what they're not corresponding. What did I say? Nope. What did I call these right here? If it's parallel lines here, alternate, very good, alternate interior angles.
I put AT out.
Okay, so they're going to be alternate interior angles. So we're going to go through and actually talk about a couple things here.
What are we going to talk about?
Name the angles. Angle 1 is an angle of depression from the airplane to the man. Agree?
Yes.
Okay, so it's going down. Angle 2 is an angle of blank from the man to the blank. Angle 2 is from the, say angle of what?
1? Wait, no. 2.
Here's 2.
3. I just say that over there.
Elevation.
It would be angle of elevation because it's going up, right?
So elevation.
Elevation, right? From the man to the plane. Angle 3 is an angle of
Depression.
depression. It's from my horizontal line going down, right?
Yeah.
From the blank to the blank. From the what to the what? Man to the boat. Angle 4 is an angle of elevation. From the boat to the
man.
man.
Or the fluffy.
Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
No?
Wait, okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
Use the angle 2.
Angle 2? Okay, so see this right here? This right here is my horizontal line, right? So is it going up from the horizontal line?
Yeah.
That's why. That's why it's going to be elevation, because it's from the horizontal line here. This one where angle 1 is, it would be from this horizontal line down. Is that clarified a little bit? Or did I just confuse you more?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you understand that this is the horizontal line, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if this is my horizontal line, this is starting from the man down here, right? Where angle 2 is over here.
Yeah.
So it's from the horizontal line. We always have to judge from a horizontal line. And since this horizontal line, okay, where 2 is at, starts here, right? And 2 is the area inside here. And it goes from my horizontal line to this thing right here, that dotted line. That's actually the line of sight. It's called the line of sight. So I don't do that one blue. Maybe that.
Oh wait, okay, so the horizontal line kind of basically connects to the plane, and is that why it's elevation?
Yes, it goes here. So it goes here to up. So this is my line of sight. You're looking this way, right?
Yeah.
So if you're looking straight forward, then all of a sudden to look at the plane, you have to look up, right? So straight
And then
forward.
the horizontal line for 3, it's the depression.
Yes, because you're looking down. So you're looking at the top of the cliff, right? Top of the cliff, and then you have to look down to the boat. So if you're looking down from there, just think of it like that. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Ow. All right. So given that information, we're going to go through and solve some more of this. Someone took my chair, so.
I wonder who that was.
I know, right?
Two.
Anyway,
Cherokee.
some people.
Some nerd.
Okay, says the captain of a ship sights an airplane at an angle of elevation of 32 degrees, right? So angle of elevation 32 degrees. What is the altitude of the airplane? So from this, let's use trig. This thing right here would be called my what?
Reference angle.
Reference angle, right? If this is my reference angle, this side over here would be called the
Opposite.
opposite. So I'm going to put an O over there, right? Actually, I'm going to call, there we go. What is this one down here?
Jason.
Adjacent. This over here?
Cockpot.
Okay, so which side am I looking for? I'm looking for the opposite. What side is given to me?
Adjacent.
There we go. We have opposite adjacent. So what ratio, what trig ratio has opposite adjacent?
10.
Very good. So it's going to be tan. Let's write that out. So it's tangent of what? Of what?
32.
There you go. 32 degrees. Very good. Equals what over what?
X over
50. There we go. X over 50 because tangent, if you guys remember, here, I'll put it on the top of the paper so we always remember. So what is the mnemonic?
some other.
Wait, hold on. Yes, what? Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna ask, when it comes to the placing of the ratio, does it matter which one's on top?
Yes. Okay, so that's why I always write my mnemonic like this. So, class,
Yes.
the mnemonic, it starts with some.
OH.
Old, hippie, right? So I write it like this. So sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Then the next one's going to be cot, another hippie. So that's adjacent over hypotenuse. Last one is on, yeah. Okay, so it's opposite over adjacent. Does that make sense now? Does that help out? That's why I always write it like that. So I have my fraction set up correctly. So that's why we have this set up. So now, what's the step that I always have to do from here? Multiply by what? Bottom. Let's multiply by the bottom. So it's going to be crossed out. 50 tan 32 degrees is equal to x. Now, is x by itself?
Yeah.
So what can I do from there? Plug it in. Let's do that, please. Plug it into the calculator. Now, when you pick up that calculator, what are you checking?
See if it's in degree.
Is it in degrees?
Yeah.
So, 50 times tan of 32 degrees. 31.2. Let's say about 31.2. What are my units? So, very good. 31.2 yards. All right. So now we're going to do the next one, example 2. A lighthouse operator sights a sailboat at an angle of depression of 12 degrees. If the sailboat is 80 meters away, how tall is the lighthouse? Okay, so I'm going to show you guys a neat trick to go along with this. I have a triangle right here, don't I?
Yes.
So I have a triangle right here. So I told you guys that the angle of depression and the angle of elevation are, they're congruent, right? They're the same. So what am I going to put right here?
12.
I can put 12 degrees right here, and now I have a triangle here, don't I? So I have a full triangle here, right? We're trying to find the height of the lighthouse. So what am I putting over here? Not yet. I'm gonna mark this with an X right here, because that's my one I'm looking for, right? It says how tall is the lighthouse, so I'm gonna put my variable there. This thing over here would be called my reference angle. Very good. So from my reference angle, you said this is the opposite. So OPP. This one down here is, this thing right here would be the, there we go. Alright, so let's do it again. From my reference angle, I'm looking for opposite. I have adjacent. So I'm looking for opposite, I have adjacent. So what ratio? That's tan again, right? So I'm going to have tan of my angle, 12 degrees, is equal to what over what?
X over 80.
Very good. X over 80. Multiply both sides by 80. 80 times tangent of 12 degrees. So I get about 17. So X is about 17. What are my units? Meters. Thank you. Are we okay? Questions?
Meters.
Meters. It'd be 17.0 meters, but 17 meters. Alright, so let's take a look at our practice real quick before I go on. Okay, all these are going to be the same type of thing. On number 3, okay, on number 3, what do you think you should do first for number 3? Draw a picture.
And label.
Draw a picture and label it, right? I don't have a picture yet. Same thing for number 6. Draw a picture and label it. Number 8, make sure you draw a picture and label it. Okay, don't forget, like and subscribe. I'm going to give you guys the rest of this time to actually work on this, so hopefully you can get this stuff done.